Hello everybody. I'm going to talk about the Asian Read-a-thon that's going on this month. May 1st to 31st is the Asian Read-a-thon to celebrate the Asian Pacific Islander month. Anyway, there's 5 prompts. Read with Cindy is the main host, and there's 4 other booktubers that are helping host it. The 5 prompts are pretty much to read a book by any Asian author, not a problem. Read a book with an intersectional Asian character or author. To read a manga or graphic novel written by an Asian author or featuring an Asian character. Read a book in translation and then read the group read. I've gotten most of this done already. The only thing I haven't done is read the group read. So I'll start off by saying what I've already read, and then I'll show you things that I can choose from to continue reading, because might as well make it the whole month, right? Just because I can finish it in a week doesn't mean I can only do it for a week. I can go for the whole month. So I've read A Very Large Expansive Sea by Tahira Mafi, which I believe she's Iranian. Is that right? She's Iranian? Then I read Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng, and she's, I believe, Chinese. And I've read P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, which is a Korean representation. And I've read the manga Black Sun Silver Moon Volume 1, which is Japanese. So, what do I have left to read? Well, good thing you asked. I'm sure you're going to be excited. I have Black Sun Silver Moon Volume 2, which I got from the library. Again, Japanese in translation. If Cats Disappeared from the World, which is Japanese in translation. So far I've read the first chapter and really intrigued. It's looking like a pretty good book. I have the group read. I was so happy to find that my library had it. It's called 1,000 Beginnings and Endings, edited by Ellen O and Elsie Chapman. It's 15 retellings of Asian myths and legends by a lot of very well-known authors. I don't know, hopefully you can see that. I don't know, there's a lot of glare. Renee Audier, Elsie Chapman, Sona Charipatra. I'm so sorry for screwing up your name. Charipatra. Preeti Chibber. I'm killing these names. I'm so sorry. Roshani Chokshi. Aliette de Bodard, Melissa de la Cruz, Julie Kagawa, Rahul Kanakia, Lori M. Lee, E.C. Myers, Cindy Pon, Aisha Saeed, Shveta Thakrar, and Alyssa Wong. I am so sorry if I screwed up your names. I really don't know how to pronounce very many Asian names. I can get by with some Japanese because I've learned a few words in Japanese by working. I worked at Panasonic for a while, so yeah, I worked with a bunch of Japanese. I have Cells at Work, volumes 1 through 4, which is manga. Obviously, in translation, you can see the the kanji there. I think this one will be interesting. I'm really not real sure what it's about, but it'll be interesting. Those are all books that I got from the library. Technically, these are all books from the library as well, but these are books that are mine that I got as part of the book sale. This one is Maman's Homesick Pie by Donia Bijan, and it's Persian. Let's say where. It's Persian. Sounds really interesting. It's by a chef And there's some recipes and things in here too, so it sounded really interesting. This book is by Fuminori Nakamura. It's called Last Winter We Parted. Winner of Japan's prestigious A Prize. Los Angeles Times Book Prize finalist. Wall Street Journal Best Book of the Year. World Literature Today Notable Translation. So I'm hoping that means I'll like it. I have a copy of The Ghost Bride. Now, I'm not going to read it at this point in time. I've already read it once. It is a phenomenal book. If you saw when I hauled this, then I've gone on and on and on about how great it is. Phenomenal book. Highly recommend you read it if you get a chance. It's by Yangtze Chu. She is Chinese Malay, which means she lives in, or is from Malaysia, but she also has Chinese background. This is about the practice of a bride marrying or being married to someone who had died. So basically she's married to the guy's spirit. And there's a lot of, I would say, magical realism going on in here. Really fascinating read. But I don't have a copy of it. I'm waiting on it to come in from the library. She has a new book out. It's recently come out, like within the last month or so, called Night Tiger. And I am planning to read that one. So at least I have something to represent the author, if not the actual book. This one, Soy Sauce for Beginners, by Kristen Chen. I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't know what it's about. I don't know anything about the author. Okay, she's born and raised in Singapore. Currently lives in San Francisco. So, I got an author from Singapore. I picked that one up at the book sale because I have the audiobook from Audible. I'm not sure when I got it, but it's in my stuff from Audible, so I figured, what the heck, let's get the book, and then I can read along. This one's Vietnamese. It's called Short Girls. I've already killed a bunch of names. I'm not going to kill this one. I'll let you read it. Author, authentic and compassionate first novel about two sisters from the author of the acclaimed memoir, Stealing Buddha's Dinner. That sounds interesting. If I like this, I'll have to see if I can find that. But this is about some sisters from, they're Vietnamese in background. One lives in Michigan, one lives in Chicago. They have vastly different lives, and their father is taking the citizenship oath, and I guess he's an eccentric inventor, and he's trying to get the girls to come home. And it sounds interesting. And I haven't read anything Vietnamese that I know of. Now, I have two books by Amy Tan. She is Chinese American. I've read some of her books. I'm still trying to get a hold of some of the books. The Opposite of Fate says, these are musings on my life, including metaphors I used as an 8-year-old child, sensing books as windows opening and illuminating my room, and the thoughts I had as I wrote my mother's obituary, trying to sum up who she was and what legacy she had bequeathed me. So yeah, this sounds interesting. So I guess this is sort of memoirish. Oh, somebody stuck an article in the back of it. Tan's memoir probes cosmic connections. So yeah, this is a memoir. And then I picked up her memoir, Where the Past Begins. That's interesting. I didn't realize I was picking up two memoirs. It's dusty. Anyway,